Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. Thank you for joining me for this video. And the 49ers are bringing in another receiver in Andy Jones to come in and have him compete to try to bring some more depth to this receiving core, which is led by Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. But they're going to need another receiver to come in and see what he can do. And so they're going to bring on Andy Jones to have him compete with some of the other guys on the roster, such as Mohamed Sanu, Richie James, Trent Sherfield, Jalen Hurd, guys like that who they have on the roster, and just see if Andy Jones is able to make the roster. I mean, Andy Jones, he came from University of Jacksonville. He was undrafted. I believe he spent some time with the Cowboys. They were the first team to bring him in, invite him to camp. But after that, he did not end up, I believe, he wasn't a part of their, regular season or anything like that. He did spend some time with Detroit in 2017, in which he got to get in 2 games. Well, he got to suit up for 2 games there. He's got to suit up for a game with Houston Texans as well in 2017. In 2018, he would suit up for 8 games and start 3 games for the Detroit Lions. And there he would have 11 receptions, 80 receiving yards, and his only so far career receiving touchdown that year as well. And so that has pretty much been the bulk of his experience in the NFL. And so obviously this opportunity for the 49ers is one that he's been working extremely hard for. And we'll see if that turns into him getting a roster spot or practice squad or how that works out for him. But certainly going to be looking forward to see what he can do in that regards. Now, in terms of his production when he was at the University of Jacksonville and just some of the accolades he was able to accomplish at 6'2", about 215 pounds. He actually, when at the University of Jacksonville, he was a business management major. As a freshman in 2012, he played in 9 games as a freshman, had 7 catches for 89 yards, including a 26-yard reception against Morehead State, and he returned 3 kickoffs for 38 yards, all against Morehead State. As a sophomore in 2013, he played in 11 games, making 8 starts. He started the final 8 games of the year, actually, and was third on the team in receptions with 31 receptions for 457 yards, averaging 14.7 yards a catch, 41.5 yards a game, and had a long 36 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns that year. And as a junior in 2014, he was named the honorable mention All Pioneer Football League team, played in 11 games, had 46 receptions for 684 yards and 7 touchdowns. And his 46 receptions actually tied for the team lead, had 684 yards leading the team as well, and had 6 catches for 63 yards and 2 touchdowns against Morehead State. And so those are some of the stats that they have here on Jackson University. And so, some of the stuff that they were talking about when it came to just, leading up to the draft was that he actually had a pretty high vertical. He had a 40.5 vertical jump there, and he jumped a 41.5 that following Friday at his showing at the University of Florida's Pro Day. And that tied the best mark at the NFL Scouting Combine in Indianapolis, recorded by both Florida State's Jalen Ramsey, who's currently with the Rams, and California's Daniel Lasco. And so his broad jump mark went from 10.7 to 11.1, and which would have been the 3rd best at the combine, so that was pretty good there as well. But his 40 time, he posted a 4.5 second time in the 40-yard dash after running a 4.53 and a 4.54 at UF. And so, so certainly it was enough for him to get some attention from some of the scouts during that time. And obviously, since then, he's had some opportunities to actually see the field, be on the active roster. And so all that experience, all that coaching, getting bigger, stronger. So we'll see what this accumulates for. Obviously, it's been a little bit of time according to it's been a little bit of time apparently since he's been on an NFL, roster, at least in the NFL game. And so I'm interested to see what type of shape he's in, and just really just what he's going to look like, if he lasts to where the preseason is, how he'd look in preseason, and just, what he can bring. But he seems like the type of receiver that can go up and snag the ball. He's got some, great vertical to him. And so certainly interested in seeing, how that would work out should he be able to make the roster and how he'd be utilized. But that being said, thank you so much for joining me for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, as more news continues to drop, you can be sure to find it here. So thanks again for watching, and see you guys next time.